Hello, my name is Tom Maher and I'm with Tom Maher Coaching. I provide life coaching services for UFO experiencers and for the people who love them. Now, like many people, when someone says that they're a life coach, many people will go straight to the question, hey, what's a life coach? Which is a good question. When I say that I'm a UFO experiencer, a life coach for UFO experiencers, they usually skip the question about the life coach. They will kind of get hooked with the term UFO. Now I'll see them kind of thinking about it. They don't want to say anything yet, but they kind of think about it. And I can kind of see in their head, they're kind of going, did he say UFO? I think he said UFO. But I think I know what that means. But he can't mean that. He must mean something else. So what else could he mean? What else could UFO stand for? And they're kind of, because they don't want to ask that question. And then other people really get hooked by the word experiencer, which that's what I want to talk about today, the word experiencer. So a UFO experiencer. And actually, so let's go back and touch on UFO. When I say UFO experiencer, I am talking about unidentified flying objects. So just so we're clear on that, unidentified flying objects. So UFO experiencer. Now, when I first started focusing on UFO experiencers, I would put experiencer in like a word process program, like Word or like an email. And I get a little squiggly red line underneath it because to indicate that they think maybe I spelled a word wrong. Or I go to dictionary.com and put an experiencer, and it would not register. It does now. It does have a kind of a definition now, but people would really kind of go, what is either an experiencer or a UFO experiencer? Because it's not a term that you hear frequently. You don't hear people talk about experiencers. So it's really a term that's really kind of unique and specific to the field of ufology. So the study of UFOs, the UFO field. And if you go to people who study ufology or even organizations that work on ufology, you will get you'll usually get an answer. Some won't have an answer for you, but you'll usually get an answer, and the answers are inconsistent. You'll get a variety of answers. So some answers you'll hear are a UFO experiencer is someone who's had a face-to-face interaction with a non-human entity or an alien or an extraterrestrial, had that kind of face-to-face experience with someone like that. Some will say it's anyone who's had any type of experience with the phenomenon. So that would include just seeing a UFO in the sky and seeing it flying by. The Mutual UFO Network has a category of flybys, and that'd be considered a flyby of the first kind, of flyby one. And those are the most common sightings of UFOs, and they're usually pretty easily explained away. They could be airplanes with some, that's a possibility. Could be drones. It could be the International Space Station. For a while, it was very common that SpaceX, the Starlink satellites, were getting reported a lot. So, but anytime they see something flying by in the sky and they don't know what it is, that's a UFO or a flyby of the first kind. And some people would argue that that is an experiencer, even though it was identified later. They did have that experience, which is fair. I tend to think of experiences are someone who has had an interaction with a non-human entity. Could be an abduction interaction, an abduction case, or it could be more of a peaceful situation. And some people also feel like they haven't seen a craft, they haven't seen an entity, but they feel something unusual is going on and they think it may be UFO related. So I would also consider that an experiencer. So experiencer is kind of a nebulous term. And there's not a real clear definition in the field of ufology of what exactly an experiencer is. So I do work with UFO experiencers. I would talk to someone who's just seen a flyby. But the thing is, with the flyby, most people who see a UFO flyby, it might be a little bit exciting, it might be interesting, they might be a little bit curious, but it's not generally considered a very traumatic or upsetting event. Now, being abducted by extraterrestrials or having regular contact with them may be traumatic, may not may not be traumatic, but it definitely sets them apart from the vast majority of people in our population. And the experiencers who haven't seen an entity, haven't seen a craft, but suspect something is going on, it can be a little unsettling or disconcerting for them. So those are the people that I work with, and of course the people who love them. So even though their loved ones may not have having the experience themselves, it can be a rather upsetting experience for their loved ones, and can be very, very challenging and a little bit scary. So I work with UFO experiencers and the people who love them. So my name is Tom Maher. I'm with Tom Maher Coaching. If you know a UFO experiencer or you are a UFO experiencer, feel free to follow my Facebook group. I've got on my Facebook group. Guess where it is? It's on Facebook. And feel free to share that information, share this video with anyone that you know who maybe a UFO experiencer. I'd really appreciate it. Again, my name is Tom Maher. I'm with Tom Maher Coaching, and I focus on working with UFO experiencers and the people who love them. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. And come back for more videos. I'll be talking about other UFO and extraterrestrial type topics as it relates to coaching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.